All right, so KP, tell us about your childhood and what life was like in Athens.
See, I was born in 1973, son of a stay-at-home mother and a professional gambler for a father. I grew up in Athens for most of that. I moved to Fayette County, went to high school there, and then I came back. Got in a little trouble with the law in between high school and full adulthood, so I had to go away for that. But then I came back to Athens, and I've been here ever since.
So how was that growing up? Like, how was that kind of making that adjustment from your youth to your adult life? How did that go? What was that like for you?
Actually, my mom remarried when I was younger, and we had a lot of money. So I went from being like a little rich, entitled kid to she divorced him when I was almost 13. And we went from like having everything to having nothing. And it was a pretty hard adjustment for a spoiled little rich kid who like never wanted for anything, and then also didn't have even what he needed.
Yeah.
But I adjusted, you know.
Fair enough. So
Humans are a lot like cockroaches. We
Yeah.
adapt.
fair enough.
Did you ever go to UGA?
I did not,
Okay.
but I have an ex-wife that was a graduate of the University of UGA with school of pharmacy. Sorry.
That's cool. Tell us about like your job. How did you end up working here? How do you like it now?
I love my job. I work for a great guy. His name's Jason. He used to own Flanagan's right here, and I worked there for him. I was a door guy, security there, and then he opened up this place and asked me to come here. So I'm here. I'm the night shift manager here.
What pathway took you into this, like, working in jobs like this, working like kind of like this industry? How'd you end up working here?
That college thing, I didn't go.
Yeah,
That's
fair
what
enough.
led.
Fair enough.
Her question,
Fair
not
enough.
doing it, led to here.
Yeah.
So, I can't tell you how many nights I'm just like, God, I wish I would have went to college.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've been service industry, bar industry
Yeah,
my whole life.
that's awesome.
If
I
you
mean,
had
it's-
gone to college, what do you think your major would have been, or what was your passion when you were like our age?
Honestly, I want to be a school teacher.
That's so cool.
For like little kids, because like by the time they're y'all's age, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Like they're on the right path or they're not, and only they can change that at that point. But
That's nice.
third grader, you can play an influence.
Did you have a subject that you like wanted to teach the most?
History.
History? That's so cool.
That's pretty cool, yeah. So, what are some hobbies that you have?
Cars.
Cars, okay.
Yeah, I'm a car guy. That's really my only hobby. I spend all my hobby money on my car.
Gotcha. What car do you drive?
I drive a 2008 Mustang GT
Okay.
California Special.
That's
You've
nice.
probably seen it riding around. It's black and yellow and has Wu-Tang all over it.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely
Yeah,
seen
that's-
it. Definitely
that's
seen
me.
it.
Are you a big fan of Wu-Tang?
No, I hate that band. I'm joking.
Oh. So why did you start loving them? What kind of got you into that?
Have you ever heard of them?
Yeah.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Like, what's not to like? If you
Yeah.
like hip hop, they're the most
Yeah.
amazing hip hop band ever.
Yeah.
They revolutionized the whole industry.
Yeah.
Like the way those artists get paid.
Yeah.
They don't glorify any of the bullshit they grew up doing.
Yeah.
They talk about it and they talk about how they rose above it.
Yeah.
They don't glorify it like most
Yeah.
rappers do. They're saying don't be
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sold crack because we didn't want to start, but
Yeah.
now we have money and we're doing good things. with it,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Raekwon. He opened a vineyard.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Like not even like in America, like in France.
Yeah.
He's got his own vineyard.
Yeah.
If you're comfortable talking about it, what prompted you to get so many tattoos?
I don't know the answer to that question. I had a cousin who went in the Marines. I guess I was about 6 or 7, and the first time he came to visit us afterwards, he had this huge, very graphic tattoo. We won't get into the specifics of what it was because it would mostly offend you, I'm sure. But at 6, I was like, "That's awesome!"
Yeah.
No.
Alright, so just like continue off that. What if you want to talk about like which tattoo is your favorite and why?
I like the most meaningful one.
Probably that one. Is that right side? It says Dad.
Yeah.
That's my. I wanted to get an homage to both my son and my dad, who passed away a few years back. And so my tattoo artist, one of my tattoo artists, actually came to my house and he designed it without me looking at it. My son and my girlfriend approved it, and I let them tattoo it on my face, and then I saw what it was
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's a big step.
previously.
Talking about like your family, friends, do you have a role model, like, an inspiration, like from like anybody from a young age, kind of you looked up to like kind of lead your life in the same similar way, or not really at all?
My older brothers, my dad,
Yeah.
it's probably not the best thing. You know, they
Yeah.
didn't necessarily lead positive role or
Yeah.
positive role models, but you know, they did their best.
Yeah. Fair enough. How many siblings do you have?
All together or still
Yeah, all
alive?
together, yeah.
I've got 3 brothers, 2 sisters, and then I have a half brother.
Awesome.
Big
Okay.
family.
Irish, poor.
Yeah.
They did what they could for entertainment.
Yeah.
If you could give one piece of advice to either yourself when you were like our age or us, what would that be?
Military, not college.
Military?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
learn something you can use.
Yeah.
You don't learn shit in college except how to be trainable.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Think about it. Like, are any of y'all close to graduating?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Still got
Like,
years.
who in here's been more than 1 year in school?
We all have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all of us.
Okay. Do you know really any more about the profession you're going into right now
Nope.
than you did?
No.
Really?
Nope.
No. And you won't till the day you start.
Yeah.
All they want to know is that you're trainable and you'll stick to the fucking subject.
Yeah.
You know, that's all college means.
That's
You're right.
true.
You can do that at tech school.
Yeah.
You can do that at the Marines or the
Yeah.
Army or the Coast Guard, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, Eagle Scouts.
Yeah.
But yeah, college is a waste of money. I mean,
Yeah.
I was born in the 70s. I grew up in the 80s. I was a young adult in the 90s, and almost everybody I know who pursued college is the same age as me, 50 plus years old, and they're still paying their debts.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is the point of
Yeah.
like going to college for a better financial life if that whole life you're spent paying back
Yeah.
the debt that you acquired obtaining it?
Totally.
You know,
Yeah.
Did you serve in the
student loans are
military? Or,
fraud. Huh?
did you serve in the military? Or
I did not.
Gotcha.
I did not. I should have, but I didn't.
Yeah.
But that would be my advice to myself.
Yeah.
Military. He went that route. He turned out okay.
I'll tell you what, man, it depends on where you're at. You know, it's not for everybody, especially the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
But for me, where I was at 18 versus now, it sort of gave me that structure
Yeah.
to expand upon, and it gave me a respect for authority, which I feel like a lot of folks even today lack. And the biggest thing, man, and you probably figured this out going through school, but a lot of folks, they get down or they get stressed out and they just shut down. The big thing about it is, no matter what happens, you just got to get your ass up and do what you have to do.
Yeah.
And it gives you that baseline.
Yeah.
You know, and so that, and it's paying for my school now, honestly,
Yeah.
at GI. So I've been blessed, and it's not for everybody. I deployed to Afghanistan. I was there for about a year total, and there's secondary, tertiary consequences to everything. But from where I am today to where I would have been had I not done that, I'm in
Yeah.
a much better place.
So if you can go back and do it again, you choose to go to serve in the Marines again?
It's a hard question.
Yeah.
Like I said, there have been issues, but it brought me to this point
Yeah.
in my life, and
There's no regret having
there's
done
never.
it
I
already.
don't regret doing it.
Yeah.
There are things that I would change during that journey, but the journey itself.
Fair enough.
I mean, you fucking meet the wrong crowd a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they really are what your parents said. They're absolutely right. Like,
Yeah.
I know parents don't know everything, but the wrong crowd is the wrong fucking crowd.
Yeah.
You know? You don't need your parents to tell you which crowd is the wrong
Yeah.
crowd. You got, like, if you're 15, 16 years old, you should have enough common sense already. to know,
Yeah.
Is that where I need to be? Because that is going to be here in 20 years.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This is going to be there.
Yeah.
My chest. You know?
Fair enough.
The wrong crowd led me down the wrong path.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, I was a good kid. I was a smart kid. I was I still am an incredibly intelligent person, but my parents were busy.
Yeah.
My parents didn't have time to teach me anything. My dad is a professional gambler and probably one of the best I've ever seen. I can't play 5-card stud.
Yeah.
He didn't even teach me the bad habits.
Yeah.
Like, he just didn't have time. He was always
Yeah.
gone. They made sure that we didn't do it out. But other than that, latchkey kid.
Fair enough.
So, like, kind of last question was, like, ending this interview out. What's something you value the most? Family? Okay. That's a good answer. I said that's a good answer.
I mean, I'm definitely a family guy. It's funny because I'm absolutely the black sheep of my family. Most of my family would not say that about me, but it doesn't matter. Family's family. Heritage is heritage.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
for sure.
Your Your family is what led to you being who you are,
Yeah.
like it or not. You know?
Yeah.
So make the best of it. So,
Thank you so much. for
Yeah,
being here.
thank you so
guys
much.
do well,
Appreciate it.
and
Thank you.
good luck.
Thank you.